May God's peace, mercy, and blessings be with you. Welcome to our video on how to end your insulin resistance in 2 weeks. If you follow my instructions, your insulin levels will return to normal within 2 weeks. Your high insulin levels will put your health and life at risk. Hyperinsulinemia and its high levels have been linked to obesity, weight gain, heart disease, as well as tumors and cancers. I'll show you simple and important steps you can take to reduce your risk of contracting diseases and other serious health issues. Continue watching the video until the end. If you have hyperinsulinemia or insulin resistance and want to lower your insulin levels, follow a healthy diet and lifestyle. First and foremost, you must reduce your consumption of starches, sugars, and refined carbohydrates. I'm not talking about completely eliminating starches, but rather about controlling and reducing the amount of starches and sugars. Achieving goals always involves stages and steps. The important thing is to begin. As long as you are insulin resistant and have a high insulin level, your current diet is primarily based on starches, sugar, and carbohydrate-rich foods. You do not have to avoid them completely, but you should limit your intake. Let's think logically and consciously. You consume a lot of starchy and sugary foods, which contain a lot of calories and carbohydrates. Let us begin step by step. You can eat delicious tasting meals while following the low-carb system, but the quantity and carbohydrates are reduced. In this way, you'll have started working on lowering your insulin levels. To lower your insulin levels, we will incorporate apple cider vinegar into your diet. In addition to its other benefits, apple cider vinegar can help you lower your insulin levels. Add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to a cup of water in the morning, assuming you tolerate it and do not have digestive issues that prevent you from consuming it. Choose good apple cider vinegar from a reputable source and drink it. It provides numerous health benefits. Personally, I prefer natural, handmade apple cider vinegar from a trusted farmer. Choose small plates to serve your food in. Do not use large plates for small amounts of food. Eat slowly and chew your food thoroughly. Remember, approximately 75% of the digestion process occurs in the mouth. At each meal, try to stop for a few minutes and then resume eating. You'll get used to it over time, and your low-carb meals will keep you full. Your subconscious mind will become accustomed to the fact that the food you consume is adequate for you. Consuming a large amount of carbohydrates and sugars will put an additional burden on your body, pancreas, and digestive system. The pancreas produces twice as much insulin. Blood insulin levels will rise. So, what's the solution? The solution is simple: reduce your carbohydrate intake. Reducing sugar and carbohydrate intake leads to a smaller meal. You are not only reducing calories but also the amount of insulin secreted by your pancreas. As a result, your blood sugar levels decrease. Many patients visiting the clinic are not diabetic. I treat patients with type 2 diabetes and gradually reduce medication doses until they are dispensed. Some patients who visit the clinic report feeling annoyed and uncomfortable after eating for hours. After analyzing their responses, I discovered that they consume high carbohydrate meals, which cause insulin and blood sugar levels to rise and then fall. This makes them very uncomfortable. I always advise them to eat low-carb meals for their overall health, cardiovascular health, and to lower their blood cholesterol levels. Instead of cookies, cakes, sweets, and soft drinks, even those labeled as diet or healthy, I recommend reducing sugars and carbohydrates and increasing physical activity. Also, when you do this, your insulin level will drop, you will feel much better, and you will no longer experience fatigue and discomfort after eating meals. Exercising in the gym, at home, or walking, you may believe that it is only exercise to improve your physical fitness, but this is not the case. Exercise has a powerful and significant effect on lowering insulin levels. This includes lowering the risk of cardiovascular disease, chronic diseases, diabetes, thyroid disease, high cholesterol, and fatty liver disease. I hope you do not look for excuses. You can exercise in 1 square meter of your room for free and without any financial costs. A daily 20-minute walk is sufficient. You do not have to walk an hour or 2 per day. We discussed reducing carbohydrates, taking apple cider vinegar with water in the morning, and exercising. I recommend adding a teaspoon of ground cinnamon to your food or drinking it warm. Using a small spoon can significantly lower your insulin levels. Cinnamon is extremely beneficial to your health. It has a pleasant aroma, a delicious flavor, and will help to lower your insulin levels significantly. I recommend you consume it. It will be extremely beneficial to you. Complex carbohydrates are better for lowering insulin and blood sugar levels than simple carbohydrates. This will reduce your insulin levels while maintaining a normal blood sugar. For example, eating fiber-rich fruits, such as oranges, is healthier than adding sugar, which contains simple carbohydrates, to a cup of tea. Follow the intermittent fasting system to lower your insulin and blood sugar levels while also staying healthy and disease-free. You can fast for 16 hours if you have your first meal at 10 a.m. and your second at 6 p.m. In addition, during the fasting hours, you can drink warm drinks and water as needed. You can fast for 18 hours by eating first at 11 a.m. and second at 5 p.m. You can also try single meal fasting, which involves eating only one meal in 24 hours. Intermittent fasting lowers your insulin and blood sugar levels. Most importantly, it will keep you safe from heart disease, vascular disease, chronic diseases, tumors, and cancers. Here's a secret that few people know. Eating irregularly means changing your meal times and hours on a daily basis. This can significantly reduce insulin and blood sugar levels compared to eating regularly. This applies to everyone, but it is especially beneficial for diabetics and insulin-resistant patients. Eating fiber-rich foods, such as leafy vegetables and salads, slows down digestion and keeps you full for longer periods of time, because fiber causes the formation of a gelatinous substance in the digestive system. Green tea has numerous anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, as well as the ability to lower insulin and blood sugar levels. Consume fish high in omega-3, particularly salmon, which is high in healthy fats. Consuming it can lower insulin levels for individuals with diabetes, obesity, polycystic ovary syndrome, and gestational diabetes. Consume eggs and chicken, which are high in protein and healthy fats. Your diet is an important aspect of your overall health and well-being. As a result, I advise you to avoid smoking and drinking alcohol, as well as to sleep and wake up early to ensure proper growth hormone secretion and to reduce the secretion of the steroid hormone cortisol. I also recommend that you drink water according to your needs. Your body typically requires 7 to 8 cups of water per day. Exercise is extremely important on a daily basis, even if it is only for 20 minutes. I hope that by now you are aware of how your insulin levels will return to normal within 2 weeks. May health, happiness, and peace be with you and the entire world. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friend and hit that subscribe button below. Your support means the world to me. Don't miss out on future content, ring the notification bell to stay updated. I love hearing from you, so drop a comment with your thoughts or suggestions. What topics do you want me to cover next? Let me know. And before you go, remember, you're awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, stay inspired and keep rocking.